Hi, it's Dave, the train guy from the Hobby Man by Hearns. Today, as you would have worked out from the title above, we're going to be doing the Bachmann 9F. Now, these literally just hit our stores in the last day or so, and it's not a new release from Bachmann, but they have actually released it again. So the ones we'll be presenting today will be the sound fitted one, as the one I have in my hand, and variations of the others being late crest, early crest, and even a weathered one. Okay, on with the unboxing. Now, like always, Bachmann have this nice little comprehensive history piece on the back of all their boxes, which is great. But yeah, and anyone who's even vaguely follows the British Railway from a historical point of view will know about the 9F as being a largish sort of a loco, a 210 and a freight loco, and being built very late in the piece. But anyway, we'll just read the history briefly. Last the British Railway standard class locomotives to be designed by Riddles was the 9F, a heavy freight loco. Design work began in the summer of 1951, with the first locomotive entering service in January 1954. It was one of the most powerful steam loco types ever constructed in the UK, and was a successful performer for its intended duties. At various times during the 1950s, the 9Fs did indeed work passenger trains, which they were rather successful at. Demonstrating a versatility design, 92220 Evening Star was the very last steam locomotive to be built for the British Railways system. Emerging from Swindon on the 18th of March 1960, so it's very late in the piece. It was in keeping with Swindon's tradition. It was painted in a lime green livery, complete with a copper-clad funnel, which Swindon locomotives were recognised the world over for. The 250 locomotives that were constructed, they were all black except for Evening Star. Withdrawals began in 1964, with the final locomotive removed from service in 1968. Several examples have been preserved, including the Evening Star, which is obviously a very well-known one. So the ones we're unboxing today aren't the glamour pusses of the railway world, so they're actually day-to-day work locos. But anyway, we'll go ahead with the unboxing. Now, the one we're doing today is a sound fitted one. And as always, you'll find it'll be in the ice cube packaging. We'll put that aside for a moment. And Bachmann being Bachmann, there's a little bit of paperwork that comes with it. So there's your sound functions list, which we'll come back to in a minute. Warranty, and we have instructions. Now, you'll be happy to know it's a 5-pole motor, so it'll be a rather powerful motor. If you are to have just the DC version and you want to convert it to DCC, you'll need a Plux 22 pin decoder, and they give you the option of 2 here, one with the brake function. So just keeping that in mind, if you do want to convert down the track, no pun intended, you'll need to get a 22, Plux 22, which we do carry. Now, there's also, it starts off with just the basic things. As always, there'll be a goodies bag in here somewhere. Believe me, it's here somewhere. Yeah, you'll have a little bag of bits and pieces, some extra detail, and you'll have a blanking plate if you wish to convert your DC sound loco to DC. But anyway, as you can see here, they give you the option of, you can take off the standard NEM coupling, and you can put a vacuum hose and a rather nice looking screw link coupling in its place, which looks very attractive. And there's other bits and pieces like steps and pipe work. Here we go. Yeah, and just the usual, just oiling points. And there's a rather simple and easy to follow bit here on just putting in a DCC decoder. So taking the blanking plate out and putting the DCC Plux 22 in. Okay, onto the interesting stuff. There we go. Now it's quite a bit of a weighty unit, and it definitely does give you the impression of a rather sort of heavy, powerful sort of a freight hauler. First thing I've noticed is you've got a lot of added on detail. There's a lot of extra pipe work, separately applied detail, sort of a nice satin finish, which I'm sure was just begging to be weathered. Sprung buffers, if you're into that kind of thing. Separately applied smoke box door handle, And there's some nice stenciling here. Obviously it was designed or intended to operate under power lines. There's some stencils about operating under power lines, or overheads I should say, not power lines. There's a nice representation of the roller bearing caps here. And the pipe work down here, I don't know if you can see it, is really, really, really exquisite. Now, this is the part that I really like, and I'll try to twist it around without breaking the wires, is the cab interior. We've actually got a really good cab interior here. We've actually got pressure gauges, lined copper pipe work on the cab, even got a driver's seat. So you've got a bit of an interior there. So, sorry, there we go. And yeah, and we'll just roll it over. Even got a painted, even got a painted cab roof. There we go. And you've got glazing. And looks like you got all your pickups are off all your drivers as well. Okay, that's that one. Now, like I also said, we also have a couple of other variations on the theme. And these are the DC ones. We have early emblem. We have late crest. And this is my favorite so far. It's the weathered one. Now, you'd have to go to our website and you'll see, like, we'll have a bit of a mixed bag of ones with sounds, ones without sounds. But I'll just quickly show you this one, because I think this is a real true representation of the Loco as to how it would really appear. Yeah. Well, I'll take it out of its box. Yeah, I'm not going to lay it down on the track there, but yeah. And that camera, I'm just looking at it in there in the camera, it probably won't do it justice, but it does look like a really hard worked engine. Yeah, there we go. So mainly all the weathering's around the running gear, but it's also a little bit over the boiler. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll just put that aside for a moment. And the sound on this is rather impressive. Actually, it would help if I hooked it up to the tender. You can edit that bit out. Okay, on with the sounds. All right, so there we go. Just hissing away. Whistles. Actually, it might help if I read through the sound functions. All right, well, stating what I said before, we have sound is on as 1, as stock standard. We have brakes, which is 2. We have 3, which is cylinder drain cocks. We have 5 as normal load, and that's on or the heavy load. 6 is open a firebox door. 7 injectors. And 8 is whistle, which is various lengths. 11 is blower. 12 is handbrake. 14 is coupling and uncoupling. 15 is safety valve. 16 is guards whistles. Yeah, it was there somewhere. 17 is coasting, 18 is sound fade on and off, 19 is sound mode, and we just have mute, and we also have rail cracks at 22, and 24 is water filling, which is not really that exciting, and the brake squeals, there's 6 different brake squeals available by altering CV165. Yeah, so I'll just play. Yeah, so there you go. A contemporary British steam locomotive, if you're modelling the period anywhere from about the early 1950s through to the 60s. So it's a rather impressive loco. It would look really good on a long, big consist of open grey wagons with a brake van. It'd be a centrepiece of your layout just going around on its own. But anyway, there you go. If you are interested in these locos, we have them available here at either Hearns. Just ask the guys if you want to have a closer look at one. And we're also got the Hoppyman, or if you wish, if you want to buy them by the web, just go to Hoppyman online or the Hearns online, and you can just pick and choose, and any order over $100 is postage free throughout Australia. Okay, well, until next time, happy modelling, and just remember, it's a hobby and have some fun. All right, until then, see you later. Bye.